All right, well, let's get a math question then.
All right, I got a couple on my screen
right.
in the email. So I can actually take this first one. And this is actually a pretty applicable problem. It's related to tipping. It says estimate the amount of the tip by rounding the bill to the nearest dollar before calculating.
Oh, I love this. Everybody,
Yeah,
if you
so
are just,
practical.
everybody should learn to make this easy.
Yeah, and I
themselves.
kind of will go through the just percentage and how you've explained it before with proportions, because I think that's really helpful to understand. But also I have kind of a shortcut method for this when we're talking about 20%.
Yeah, so definitely show the shortcut.
Yeah,
too.
if you're at a restaurant, you don't want to sit there and start busting out proportions, so I'll
That's
show you the
true.
shortcut. But we said, so you get your bill, and your bill was $51.74, and maybe you had some good service, so you're going to tip a full 20%. So the way Becca talked about this before was when we talk about percentages, and I really like this explanation, I never really thought about this before, is that we're talking about per, and you always broke this down into 2 words, right? So per 100. So what we can say is, of the $51.74, well, actually, let's go to the 20% first. So what we talked about before is the percent is always out of 100. So we're kind of trying to keep this proportion of 20 out of 100 and apply it to money, basically. It's 51.74. So what you can do is you can say, we want 20% of 51.74. So this is of 51.74, and we are looking for that dollar amount. So 20 of 100, so 20%, and some amount of 51.74.
You're also, if you're estimating, could we just round that to 50? Would that be appropriate if we were estimating?
Yeah, if we were estimating, you want to do a quick estimation, yeah, you could do 20% of $50, and then if you want to make sure you give 20%, just add a little bit more. That's actually a pretty good way of doing that, and also you can easily find 20% of $1.74 too.
Right, that's true.
Yeah,
That is very true.
so 20 times this 51.74, do that in my calculator. Oh,
We're lucky
is-
nowadays that we have cell phones we carry around with us everywhere. So it's
Yeah.
actually to the point where you could calculate this. You really could do this if you go out to dinner all the time.
Exactly, 20%.
I used to
Yeah,
tell
or
my students forever ago that you're not going to walk around with a calculator with you everywhere. You need to know to do this in your head.
but now you
You
will.
were so wrong.
I know, but they do now.
You got to be forward thinking.
Wrong.
Technology. So all I did here is I cross multiplied and I said 20 times 51.74. And then I'm going to cross multiply here and say that's going to equal 100x, because hopefully you're not leaving a $1,000 tip. Well, hopefully for you, not the server.
Right.
And then all you're doing is solving this algebraically. So I'm solving for x, divide by 100, and divide by 100. And this becomes a little easier because if you remember when you're dividing by 100, you could just take this decimal and move it over to the right, or sorry, over to the left 2 places. And you get $10.35. So I just rounded that 34.80. And this question actually asked us to round to the nearest dollar. So rounded to the nearest dollar, we're going to get $10. And actually, so this works out if you think about what Becca said. She said, well, couldn't you just round and say, let's just do 20% of $50? Well, in that case, 20% of 50 is 10. We actually end up with the same answer.
Yeah, think about, so 20%, meaning 20 for every 100, and since 50 is half of 100,
You just
we're going to take
cut the
half
20
of
in
20, exactly. So another way to think about it.
Another way to think about this, if you want to,
Show the shortcut, I love
Yeah,
that.
I was just going to ask if you guys use
Woohoo.
the tip shortcut.
yeah,
Love the tip
so
shortcut.
for
So useful.
I might know. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it the same way.
okay.
Think
Just
of it
go
as
for it.
10%.
Yeah,
Think of it as
10% 2 times.
twice. Yeah.
So,
Yes.
okay, that's what you were doing. So 51.74, we want to do 20%, but really, like you just mentioned, 20% is just 10% 2 times. So if I did 10% of this, well, this is really easy because this is 51.74 times 0.10. So you could just move this decimal over, again, to the left 1 place, and you get 5.174, and because we're doing that twice, you just double this. And you get that 1035 again. So that's the way I like to think about it. Just do 10% and then
Yep.
double it, and it's a really quick calculation.
Move your decimal times 2.
That is, I do that every
like-
time. I just
exactly.
for that
Move
reason, I
it
leave a
times
20% tip almost
Yeah,
everywhere
it's
now.
Yeah.
easier to leave 20% than 15%. So
Definitely.
everybody likes it.
I do. I like that too.
It seems like we're shifting towards bigger tips as time goes on.
I think
Do
we
you
should
guys
be
feel that way?
anyways. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just my opinion.
Either that or pay servers better. Just
Right,
to
for real.
begin with.
If you're not
Right.
even going to get paid minimum wage,
But it is
They need
funny
a tip.
because it's almost, it used to be that it was, my tip is really, it's going to be a reflection of the work that the person puts in.
And then it became
But now it's just
mandatory.
kind of, de
Standard.
facto.
Yeah.
20% is
True.
almost just expected. It's really interesting.
Yeah,
probably
it
a
is.
good thing. I don't know.
Yeah.